Well, hello and welcome back, and thanks for coming back. What's today's topic? Have you ever thought about moving to Cyprus? Have you ever thought about moving to Paphos? I bet you have. So I'm going to tell you how easy it is for you to move and live on the island of love. And you'll be able to say those special words that life is good on the island of love. So, you want to move to live in downtown paradise. It's not as complicated as the man in the pub tells you. Yes, Brexit caused the odd problem or two. But if you really want to make the move and come and live in the sunshine, have a relaxed lifestyle, much calmer, much lower crime, Paphos could be the place that's waiting, especially for you. So, what are you going to have to do? Well, you're going to have an income, obviously, but you're going to need an income wherever you are in the world. Otherwise, well, you can't live. So that's always the bit that people talk about. Well, what will I do for an income? How will I earn a living? Well, I'll tell you. All you've got to do is earn an income online or work remotely. Many people can work remotely, can't they, these days? Perhaps if you're in IT, perhaps if you are an accountant. Yeah, that's right. Lots of people now send all of their details to you via the powers of the internet. You do their accounts, you send them back to them, and of course they pay you via the powers of the internet. So it shouldn't really be a problem, should it? But perhaps you can't work remotely. Here's another way to do it. Have you got £30,000? Well, hopefully you have, but perhaps you haven't. So start saving it up. Start stashing that little bit away. Perhaps sell something. Perhaps cut down to one car instead of two cars. Perhaps not go out for that meal every weekend. Go out every other weekend and start to save that money. And I'm pretty sure that slowly but surely, if you set yourself a plan, let's say a year or two, I know that sounds a long time, but it's not. So set yourself the plan and put aside a little sum of £30,000, and then you will be able to move to the island of love, and then think of something to do when you get here. It's as simple as that. So that's the key figure. It's actually a little bit less, but we'll keep it simple. If you can amass £30,000 by selling something, borrowing something, or begging mum and dad, whoever it is, but get that money and you could be living on the island of love. What else do you need to do? I'll tell you. You need to get a clean police report. In other words, pop into your local or regional police station and give them your name and your details, and slowly but surely they will produce a police report, and hopefully you've done nothing naughty in the last 10 years. As long as you haven't, you're going to get a clean record. Simple as that. What they're going to charge you? Around about £70, so I'm told. Again, not a lot of money. What else do you need? I'll tell you. You're going to have private health insurance on the island of love. So if you come to live in Paphos or Larnaca or Nicosia or Limassol, you're going to need to have private health insurance. Now, often private health insurance is expensive. Well, that's what we're told, isn't it? But of course, you only need to have the minimum, and I stress that, the minimum private health insurance. And that's going to range, I mean, there are adverts on Facebook that says 150, 200 euros. Now, if you're young, you might be able to get the health insurance for a whole year for 200 euros. But more likely, if you are 45, 55, 65, you're probably going to pay somewhere around 700, 800 euros per annum. Not per month, per annum. And of course, once you've got that policy, that is another tick on the immigration policy for when you come to live in Cyprus. And of course, you'll renew that each year. So, these are the main ones. Then you're going to have a medical report. That's to find out if you've got anything wrong with your chest or if you've got HIV. So, of course, again, as long as you're clear, you're going to come and reside in Paphos. And that's about it. Oh, one more thing. You're going to need proof of address in Cyprus. So in other words, you're going to need a rental contract or a sales contract, a contract where perhaps you bought a property. Now, I'm not going to tell you not to buy a property, but the easiest route is to go down the rental route, and of course then you can go on your hunt to find that perfect property if that's what you want to do. Now, that's pretty much it, by the way. So don't be listening to the man in the pub. Listen to the man in this pub, which of course is the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. And many, many people are popping in to see myself and Marika, and they're understanding that it's not as hard as many, many people say. And lots of them are now relocating to live in Cyprus because they want to have a calmer life, a more relaxed life. And on top of that, they want to save tax. And that is a huge one, by the way. If you reside in Cyprus, the taxes are pretty low. For example, if you've got a company somewhere and you take your profits out in dividends, did you know that there is zero tax on dividends? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. So that's a slight advantage if you live on the island of Love. Now, I know that doesn't apply to everyone in the world, but taxes are lower in Cyprus than most places where you would want to go and live. Certainly lower than the UK, certainly lower than France, certainly lower than Germany, certainly lower than Italy. And these are the main areas that people come from to live in Cyprus. Number one is British, followed by German, a lot of French people, and a lot of Italian people come to live in Cyprus because they understand that the world is changing and Cyprus is changing, don't get me wrong, but at this moment in time, and probably for the foreseeable future, the next 20 to 30 years, which is a long time, Cyprus is going to remain a little haven, a little sanctum of calmness, security, and on top of all that, it's cheaper. And that is normally at the top of most people's list. What could be better than to retire to the sun or come and work in the sun, but online, those kind of things, or invest in a business where you're a sleeping partner and of course you can receive your income. It's as simple as that. And if you are looking for investment opportunities, by the way, why not come and speak to myself, Mr. Paul, at the Marika and Me Lounge Bar, and perhaps we can cut a deal, because there's lots of opportunities coming our way and possibly your way. This is not a bar. Yes, it's a bar, but on top of that, it is a little information hub, and it's a hub where we can help you guys. Perhaps if you're looking to buy a property, rent a property, buy a car, rent a car, if you're looking for immigration services help, if you're looking for anything to do with a lawyer, a solicitor, as it's called in the UK, come and see us at the Marika and Me Lounge Bar, and we'll make sure that we do our very, very best to help you achieve your dreams. Now, I've got one of these and one of these, and I'm going to light it up, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the services that we can provide you via the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. Here we go. Because there is no doubt about it that life is good on the island of love. And of course, you can pop in and see us and have a gentleman jack, or perhaps a pina colada, or whatever your tipple may be. Gentleman jack, Lady Hannah, cheers. Absolutely delicious. So, some of the services that myself, Mr. Paul, and Marika can offer to you. Many, many people know that Marika speaks 7 languages. And I'm not exaggerating, she speaks 7 languages and she speaks them fluently. Now, I always joke that English is not her best, and it's not. But she still speaks almost perfect English. But I promise you, she speaks better Greek than a Greek, better Russian than a Russian, better Armenian than an Armenian, better Georgian than a Georgian, and better Turkish than a Turk. So that is a huge, huge advantage, and you could use that to your advantage. So let's just picture a scenario. You've found that perfect rental property. You've found that perfect property to buy. And now you're in communication with the agent or the owner. Now, I'm not saying that they don't speak English. I'm not saying that they don't speak German or French, but perhaps they don't speak as much as you would like them to speak. Why don't you get in contact with us and allow Marika to have those conversations with you by her side, or perhaps with you remotely. And we'll do our very, very best to make sure that your dreams come true. Obviously, there will be a charge for that. But remember, it will give you peace of mind, and you will know exactly what is taking place at any time. Because with the powers of the internet, WhatsApp, Viber, FaceTime, we can communicate. So if you want more information on that, go through to our About page. There is an email address. Why not email us? Make contact and help us to help you to make sure that your dreams go smoothly and come to fruition. So these are some of the services that can be offered by the little lounge bar known as Marika and Me, the little YouTube channel known as Marika and Me. So put us to the test and let's see if we can help you to make your dreams become a reality. The list goes on and on, by the way. We can help you source a car. We can help you hire a car. Whether you want it for a couple of days or whether you want it for the rest of your life. Get in contact with us at Relocation and me as well. Use the email, use the Facebook, and of course many people have got my number. Drop us a message and we'll make sure that we do our very, very best to help you. The things that we can do for you, perhaps you've not thought about it. We can offer taxi services to and from the Marika Lounge Bar. We can offer taxi services from Paphos Airport to your hotel of choice, and of course back. We can offer tours of Paphos. We can offer tours of properties in and around Paphos. So get in contact with us and let us help you to make your dreams become a reality. So, moving to Cyprus. Is it difficult? No, as many people know. And if you don't believe me, come into the Marika Lounge Bar, and more often than not, there is either someone who has made the move or is making the move, and they'll tell you that it wasn't that difficult. Yes, you need a little bit of money. Yes, you will need an income or a savings pot like a pension or dividends from a company, obviously because you need an income. But the move is not as hard as you think. And if you want calmness, a tranquil life, sunshine, low crime, and above all that, peace of mind, Paphos, Cyprus, the island of love, could be that perfect place just for you. So come and see us at the Marika Lounge Bar or make contact with us. And I'll say a huge thank you for watching. And we truly appreciate it, but can I ask you a favour? All I'm asking you to do is hit the like, the thumbs up button, and of course consider to subscribe to the channel where you can follow us on our adventures and we can help you to come on your adventure. We are doing driving videos, we are doing lounge bar videos and various other information videos about the island of love, which of course is Cyprus. Our hotspot is Paphos, and that's the #1 spot, by the way. More people choose Paphos in Cyprus than anywhere else. So make sure you make the right choice and choose Paphos to spend the rest of your life. Come out for a couple of weeks on a holiday, start to explore its beauty, start to explore its spectacality, the friendliness of the people, and the greatness of the island. And on top of all of that, the sunshine and of course the blue Mediterranean Sea. Now, if you like what you see, please hit the like, smash that subscribe, and if you'd like to say a big thank you for these little videos, why not go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, because that's how you could give myself and Marika a virtual coffee or two. You could even join us as a superstar member for only a tenner a month. We do thank you very much indeed. Now I'd like to say a massive thank you to a lady in downtown Glasgow as we will say it. Lady Kirstine, it truly is appreciated. You are a legend. We look forward to seeing you again very soon indeed, and we thank you very much indeed for the 20 virtual coffees. Yes, you heard me correctly, 20 virtual coffees. We love you from the bottom of our two hearts, and we will be waiting for you when you come to Paphos very, very soon indeed. I'd also like to say a huge thank you and a massive shout out to your grandson. We all know he's fantastic, hence his name is Alexander the Fantastic. Have a fabulous, fabulous day, and we'll look forward to seeing you very, very soon indeed. There's not a lot else for me to say apart from thank you for watching. We appreciate that you take the time to watch us, and we truly appreciate that you take the time to come and see us at the Marika Lounge Bar. It's on the most famous street in the world. It's Bar Street, just set back from the Cape Paphos Promenade and Harbour, and we look forward to seeing you again and again. And that's what happens, by the way. Many, many people pop in to say hello, they pop in for a drink, and they end up staying for a long, long, long time. I'm going to raise a glass and I'm going to say cheers. Thank you very, very much for sticking with us on our little adventure on the little channel known as Marika and me. Cheers. Absolutely fabulous. So don't forget, if you want help and advice, doesn't cost you a single penny, come and see us at the Marika Lounge Bar. We'll guide you in the right direction. If you want to use some of our services, obviously there is a fee, exactly the same as what other people would charge you, and very, very reasonable indeed. Hire cars, taxi service, airport service, tours of Paphos, tours of Cyprus, tours of properties, introductions to rental agents, introductions to property agents, introductions to solicitors, lawyers, introductions to accountants. And remember, when we introduce you to someone, we will have chosen them and we will have vetted them, and we will make sure that those guys take great, great care of you. And that's what it's all about. Thanks for watching. I'll do it one more time and I'll tell you those magic, magic words. There's no doubt about it. Life is good on the island of love. All that's missing is you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon. Indeed.